You ever done something and then you completely forgot that you did it? I have. What I realized later is that I was lost in thought. My body was doing one thing, but my mind was somewhere completely else. This I know now is just stress doing a number on me. I'm worried about the past, or I'm irritating and agitating my future instead of being in the present moment. Studies show there is very, 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 very little stress in the present moment. 98% of the stress that you have is worrying about the past, projecting fear on your future. It's not real. It's not true. It's stuff that you make up. What I've learned is that when you are in any negative thought or emotional pattern, you have your real life in front of you and you enter into a negatively tinted, made-up world inside you, dissident emotions inside you, guided by thoughts, ruminate around in the past or the future, and they paint your life in shades of gray. It's not real life, but worrying about real life. It's not real life, but it's a fearful version of your real life. It's not real life, but it's an irritation of your real life. So you deny the now, the reality, for a tainted version of it. Our goal is to help you to climb out of these negative thoughts and these emotions and into the real life in front of you. I promise you it's worthwhile. It's life-changing. You can have one step in the foot in the past, one foot in the future, and completely miss what is the present moment. The present moment is the here and now. It is everything happening around you and inside you right now. The present is the time associated with the events perceived directly for the first time. It's not a recollection or a speculation. It's a period of time between the past and the future. It's actually the simplest, the easiest place of all. It's real. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of living in the present moment, being fully aware of what's happening and not dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Studies show we spend most of our time thinking about the past or projecting fear on our future. This can easily throw you into a state of worry. It's fearful, it's doubtful. Yet most people spend more of our time in this made-up, fear-based world than in our real one. It would be sad to think that you spend most of your life in fear and doubt instead of your actual real life in front of you. Once you peel away the layers of your personality, your self-identity, your circumstances, you're left with actual real life. Get this, most of your day is looking at your life through a filter. It's a perspective built up over years of emphasizing and focusing on different aspects of life. When something happens, you don't observe it directly, but you observe it through a lens that colors your experience. If your perspective is diverse enough, it can allow many beautiful possibilities. But if it's narrow, it will throw many possibilities out. Thus, you don't experience everything that's right in front of you, but just the parts that you resonate with, that you already believe in. The stuff you throw out is usually, it's what you judge, simply because you don't have enough information to decide, or you don't have enough experience. Luckily, you actually don't throw everything out. You focus unevenly on different things that you agree with. Why do we discount or judge what's happening? Well, according to science, the human body sends 11 million bits per second to the brain for processing, yet the conscious mind seems to only be able to process 50 bits per second. That's a huge gap. This means even before Google, the brain receives overwhelming amounts of information to process. The only way for us to handle this sheer amount of information is to suss it out for what works for you and what doesn't. You got to filter. So there it is. We aren't peering at reality. We're looking at our own crooked version of it. To me, this illuminates negative perspectives. Anytime you introduce judgment or negative information to a perspective, you discount it. You're throwing it aside. You offer resistance to it and you move away from it. Look at the same thing positively and you open up to possibility that it can bring with it. You see? Every time you say no, you move away from something. Every time you say yes, you move towards it. I learned this in improv. Do you see how powerful your emotions are? They are literally directing your future. You may as well be aware of it. You may as well move toward the future that you want, not the one you don't. When you aren't present, you become a victim of time. Your mind is pulled into the past or the future, and you are a victim of time. If you try to fight time, time will always win. Time moves forward, whether you accompany it or not. Anytime you enter the past or the future through fear, worry, or doubt, you leave this present moment in front of you to mess around in the past or the future. If you were fully in the present moment, you would release all judgment, irritation, and worry. Your perspective would be neutral. You would observe. You wouldn't judge. In doing so, you would feel an amazing warmth and stress-free clarity unleashed inside you. I've always admired people who can stay calm when everyone else is freaking out. Don't you? They must meditate a lot. So relax. Regain your balance. Chester Carlson. He's a professor of psychiatry at the University of Virginia. He says mindfulness reduces anxiety and helps you find more calm. I've been an avid meditator for over 20 years. I rarely endure a day without meditation. Through meditation, you can find peace and calm much easier. It trains you to bring your attention to the present moment. Meditation also helps you to stay in the present moment longer. In mindfulness meditation, I can find a peaceful feeling that allows me to detach from conflicting thoughts. I try to keep the calm inside me for as long as I can. What takes me out of it are my thoughts. Eventually, the feeling of calm can follow you through your day. You become much more aware when something disturbs your calm. In fact, it will become so uncomfortable to be upset, worrisome, or anger that you will find ways to escape misery in favor of inner calm. You'll have to. My suggestion is to be aware of your thoughts because they are the architects of your reality. Know that all positive thoughts bring you forward in life. Negative thoughts take you out of your real life. Negative assessments of life are your brain's way of sorting out the deluge of information in your world. Divergent thoughts keep you out of these perspectives or experiences in life so that you can focus on the things that do matter to you. So here are 5 steps to finding joy in the present moment. Number 1, notice when you are in a fearful, worrisome, negative thought pattern. Don't analyze your thoughts. Don't judge them. Just notice it. 2, now notice how you feel. Is it good or is it bad? Likely it's bad because negative thoughts are depleting. They are designed that way in order to hold you back. Number 3, forgive the negative thought. Surround it with comforting, positive thoughts. Show understanding and support for your negativity. It's normal. It's human. Definitely don't turn against yourself because you are stuck in a negative mindset. This would compound the problem. You can only quell negative emotions with positive ones. It's the only way. So I find things like self-compassion, understanding, and forgiveness are the best ways to move out of difficult thought patterns. So be nice to yourself. Be nice to yourself when it comes to negative thoughts. Fourthly, reach for a positive thought. Your goal is to pepper your inner being with better feelings. Introduce positive thoughts that bring on positive emotions. Hold them in you as long as you can. Marinate in positivity. Positive thoughts are fleeting, you see. So you have to perpetuate them. You have to hold a positive vibration in you for as long as you can. So here's how to be positive. You can direct your thoughts to an entirely different subject. You may decide to do something that pleases you, like playing with your dog. It makes you feel good. This will lift your vitality. I constantly reinforce the power of humor to make you feel good. Find a way to laugh. Laugh at yourself. Laugh at your neighbor. Laugh at your spouse. If it makes you feel good, that's the whole point. You can sit in gratitude, thinking about how wonderful your life is. Just look around the room, think about how great it is. You can also find something in your current environment around you that you enjoy looking at and just sit there and look at it. You can appreciate a positive comment someone gave you or relish something that's gone well in your life. And then number 5, you want to hold on to positive feelings for as long as you can. Bask in them and let them flourish inside you. It will get easier with time. Every time you think a positive thought, nourish the feeling it brings with it. These 5 steps will help you find more calm, positive, and joyful emotion. Do them as often as you can. Relish in feeling good. Make feeling good your top priority in life. Your life will unfold beautifully. You'll be attracting more of what you want in a mindful way.